Before we end the show, I want to thank you at home for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's the same time churches across Charleston will ring their bells together in solidarity, in mourning and in remembrance of the 9 people whose lives were cut violently short Wednesday night at Mother Emanuel Church. The Reverend Clementa Pinckney, 41 years old. The Reverend was the senior pastor at Emanuel AME and a father of 2. He was also a South Carolina state senator and was the youngest African-American elected to the state legislature in 1993 at the age of 23. Reverend Sharonda Coleman Singleton, 45 years old. She served as a pastor at Emanuel AME and coached girls track and worked as a speech therapist at Goose Creek High School. Ethel Lance, 70 years old. Ethel worked at Emanuel Church for more than 30 years and was a retired employee of the Galliard Center for Performance Hall in Charleston. Susie Jackson, 87 years old. Susie was Ethel Lance's cousin, a longtime member of the church, a church mother of Mother Emanuel. Tywanza Sanders, 26 years old. Tywanza had recently graduated from the historically black college, Allen University, with a degree in business administration. He died trying to save his aunt, Susie Jackson, from the shooter. Cynthia Hurd, 54 years old. Cynthia was a librarian with the Charleston County Public Library System for 31 years and managed one of its busiest branches. She once explained her job by saying, quote, "Your whole reason for being there is to help people." Myra Thompson, 59 years old. Myra was a church member and an active member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Her husband is a reverend at the Holy Trinity Reformed Episcopal Church in Charleston. And the Reverend Daniel L. Simmons Sr., 74 years old. Reverend Simmons, like Reverend Clementa Pinckney and Tywanza Sanders, graduated from Allen University and was a retired pastor from Friendship AME Church. He also served on the ministerial staff at Mother Emanuel. The Reverend DePayne Middleton Doctor, 49 years old. Reverend Middleton Doctor was the mother of 4 daughters, sang in the church choir, and was the admissions coordinator for South Wesleyan University's Charleston Learning Center. I do not know what verse they joined together to study on Wednesday night, but on this day, I can only stand to turn to the 3rd chapter of Lamentations, where I find language for unspeakable grief. All our enemies have opened their mouths wide against us. We have suffered terror and pitfalls, ruin and destruction. Streams of tears flow from my eyes because my people are destroyed. But also there among the words of sorrow is a promise of healing. I called on your name, Lord, from the depths of the pit, and you heard my plea. Do not close your ears to my cry for relief. You came near when I called you, and you said, do not fear. Do not fear.